a NoMoreStinkyMonkeys.com production. When I was growing up, there was a culture clash among rock and roll enthusiasts. To serious rock fans, a band or performer could only gain true respect if he, she, or they wrote their own songs. I don't believe Frank Sinatra or Elvis ever wrote their own songs, but after Chuck Berry and Bob Dylan, it was considered paramount for an artist to record almost all their own music. It had to be their thoughts and feelings put to words, their life experiences. Otherwise, they were looked at as less than an artist. So despite their tremendous success, 21 top 40 hits in a 6-year period, and an amazing number of memorable songs, this band relied on outside songwriters far too often, and that is the reason why they are a high number 156. The group with the bizarre name, Three Dog Night. The band was made up of 3 lead vocalists who shared the singing chores and the various session musicians they hired to back them up. The 3 singers came together in 1967 and called themselves Redwood, working as background singers for groups like the Beach Boys. But in 1968, they decided to record their own records, and when they needed a name, June Fairchild, the girlfriend of one of the singers, suggested the name Three Dog Night. Turns out she had been reading a magazine article about Aborigines in Australia and how on cold nights they would dig a hole and sleep in that hole with either 1, 2, or 3 dingoes for comfort, depending on how cold it was. On a really cold night, it was called a three-dog night. Fairchild's boyfriend was singer Danny Hutton, and you may know her best as the Ajax girl in Cheech and Chong's Up in Smoke. The other 2 singers were Chuck Negron and Corey Wells. Of their 21 hits, 3 were number 1s on the Billboard charts, and interestingly, each of the 3 singers sang lead on 1 number 1 hit. Chuck on Joy to the World, Danny on Black and White, and Corey on Mama Told Me Not to Come. And they had great taste in songwriters to provide those hits, such as John Hyatt, Leo Sayer, Hoyt Axton, Paul Williams, and Randy Newman. Growing up in the 70s means being surrounded by Three Dog Night music. Sometimes the songs rock, but more times they just make us feel warm and at home. They may not be your favorite band, but they are a steady part of your life, like that Afghan your mother crocheted on your parents' couch. Songs like One, That Old-Fashioned Love Song, and Shambhala. I think they nailed their place in rock history when the words, Jeremiah was a bullfrog, were heard at the beginning of The Big Chill. That soundtrack placed a lot of songs into permanent classic status. Three Dog Night broke up in 1975, but many of their songs are still played every day 45 years later on oldies radio. Wash away my troubles, wash away my pain with the rain in Shambhala. Wash away my sorrow, wash away my shame with the rain in Shambhala. Ah, ooh, yeah, 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 yeah. How does your light shine in the halls of Shambhala? From the Freditor.